The highly anticipated BRICS Summit commenced earlier this week in Johannesburg, South Africa. The gathering included the leaders of the prominent emerging economies of Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. This year's summit carries the unifying theme of amplifying the Global South's voice on pressing issues. Key focuses of discussion included climate action, education reform, harnessing African trade opportunities, and reforming global governance systems. However, contending national interests among the diverse BRICS members pose substantial challenges for the bloc in consolidating unity. External geopolitical issues disrupted the summit's dynamics when Russian President Vladimir Putin only appeared via video conference, due to an ICC arrest warrant stemming from the controversial invasion of Ukraine. His virtual presence clearly reflected Russia's increased isolation. In addition, significant differing views exist on equitable approaches to transition towards low-carbon economies, where India is rapidly expanding renewable energy adoption, and while Russia remains heavily dependent on fossil fuel exports. If the divergent BRICS nations can build consensus on collaborative initiatives helping vulnerable states decarbonize their economies, it could have a tremendously impactful effect globally. The leaders in attendance agreed that education must be urgently reformed to equip youth with the skills demanded in the future economy. The bloc also deliberated ways to fully harness the vast potential of the newly launched African Continental Free Trade Area. However, reluctance still remains from some BRICS members like China towards substantially increased trade and investment in African nations. Additionally, the bloc seeks to develop coordinated strategies for resilient, sustainable recovery from the COVID-19 pandemic's profound economic impacts, especially in developing country members. But capacities to effectively rebound from the crisis diverge sharply, with some BRICS nations like China seeing incomes rise while others face ongoing recession and punitive international sanctions. Simmering geopolitical tensions between regional powers China and India further complicate consolidation of unity within the bloc at this moment. And Russia's controversial invasion of Ukraine has significantly frayed previously cooperative dynamics among the collective. Still, over 20 developing nations currently seek membership in BRICS, fiercely desiring to join what they view as a viable, alternative model to dominant Western-centric institutions. As expansion continues, BRICS must maintain its founding spirit, championing Southern solidarity and equitable representation of developing countries in global reforms. To those ends, the summit's expanded format incorporating guest nations provides a compelling model for far greater representation of vulnerable populations within international systems. However, effectively transforming widely discussed sustainable development goals into unified collaborative action remains a monumental challenge among the divergent interests. Yet the bloc continues providing a unique, empowering platform for frequently marginalized developing countries to collectively advocate for their needs on the global stage. The Johannesburg summit tested whether tangible unity could be forged from national interests as divergent as Brazil, Beijing and New Delhi, through firm commitment to enabling greater inclusive development, sustainability and multilateral progress. Thanks for watching. Visit yourok.com for the full experience.